I'm hyped, man, because this game had me vexed. From beginning to end, it was a cardiac Knick affair that had me vexed. You know, the first half, these guys were just ripping our hearts out. Zebras making me mad. Brutal knife attack. It was just a frustrating game.
Wow. The refs making you mad. That's rare.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of like last on the list, but there was a lot of things that had me vexed. But I'll tell you one thing that made me happy. Third quarter, 6-0 run by the captain. I said, okay, we're good now. He understands the assignment. Towns was having a brutal night. You got no OG. Took Mikal a little bit to get activated. He did get activated in the fourth as well. But this is the Brunson game. He had a bum night against the Lakers. Accountability game. What are we talking about the accountability game out? This is it. And when he gets to his spots and he starts playing angry, you're finished. You're finished.
All over.
All over. 29 points in the second half. This is our guy, man. Number 11, bro.
Number 11. Look, on nights like this, I got to rock the Brunson jersey. I don't know if you can see it, but
we got you. We got you, man. There you go.
Just because,
I got the Captain
you know
Clutch
what?
joint on, man.
There you go. I like that. I like it. And rightfully so, because when you watch games like this, and I just tweeted it out, solid win from the Knicks. You play a physical Rockets team. This is not the first time. This is 2 years now. They coached by Ime Udoka.
Yeah.
And these games have always been close. It's not, neither team really runs away with it, right? Even this season, we saw it. It came down to the final minutes, final seconds, really, of the game. Same thing tonight. But as you mentioned, third quarter, you just see Brunson understood, hey, tonight, it's my night. And honestly, CP, this is why he needs to be in MVP consideration. I know that tonight, it's like, look, there's a lot of talent on this team. Anybody can go put up 40. We've seen that. 4 guys on this team have put up 40 so far. And for Josh Hart, when he gets 20 points, it feels like 40 points, okay?
Yeah.
So honestly, everybody can cook on this team in that starting 5. But as you noted, it was a very difficult, very difficult. I mean, we're talking about being down 12 points in the second quarter, and then you come out in the third and you start getting activated. That guy being Jalen Brunson. And this is MVP type material because he's been great this season keeping guys involved. Even tonight, he still gets 10 dimes.
Yeah.
Still gets 10 dimes keeping guys involved. And this is a tough night to get shots, all right? Even though it went up to 124, it was still like every single shot you had to fight for. But for Brunson to get 10 assists, but then get 42 points, okay? To get 42 points, that's MVP type caliber status right there because he said, it is on me now, the captain, to put this in my hands and will this team to victory, and that's exactly what he did. Honestly, you got to put him in MVP considerations, man. I know it's tough because of how much talent is on this team.
Right.
Is he going to win it? Probably not, but he should be up there because on nights like this, and this is not the first time he's done it this season. He's been cooking as of late, okay? All-star nods we're done with. Now he can go back to playing his natural game, not having to worry about that stuff. This is MVP type stuff right here.
This is no question MVP type of stuff, and NBA.com moved him up to number 8 on the ladder. They have Towns at 4, they have Brunson at 8. And so, hey, you got 2 Knicks in top 10 consideration for the MVP, which is remarkable in and of itself. But, man, just the tale of two halves. The grit, man. The grit, never say die. And you could see it in the demeanor. The shooter's bounce was there. And you're going up against, and like I said in the Knicks Weekly today, Amen Thompson has quickly become one of my favorite players. But, you're going up against him, the Dylan Brooks theatrics. How about Aaron Holiday? Nick Killer, Aaron Holiday trying to end this one. This is why I was so tight. I said, oh, my God, here we go again with this. It was
hitting clutch threes out of nowhere, getting floaters. I'm like, what?
Clutch threes, bro.
Why?
Clutch
I'm just like, out of all people, my guy.
Yeah. So it turned out, I just think everything that happened in this game just turned into a cardiac Knick affair and ultimately turned into a very entertaining game, nevertheless. And you even had, crunch time situation. You have Towns foul out. The next play, you have the Amen Thompson knocking. I think he got the ball, but Brunson being so strong held on to the ball, and ultimately they called it out of bounds on Brunson the review, Tibbs calls the review, hoping that they would have called the foul first. But it did look like, in slow-mo, looked like Thompson got the ball first, then got Brunson's arm, which I did think it was the right call. But nevertheless, the Knicks were able to get out of that and ultimately, knock down their free throws, which was key because they couldn't do so in the beginning of the game. That was also frustrating. But, hey, they got the job done, man. Got the job done. But,
absolutely.
Yeah, good.
And Brunson obviously going to be the star player of tonight for his performance. But we got to give credit to Josh Hart too, man.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I know Brunson was the guy who got this thing going in the third, but we got to take it back to the second quarter, okay?
Yeah.
Because Josh Hart went on a run where he had 2 layups, gets a board, gets an assist, and honestly, when you see stuff like that, that's why he is the second captain. That's why it's the roommates team, man.
Yeah.
It's the roommates team. It's Brunson and Hart that lead this team, and you got to just love the energy that Josh Hart plays with, the rebounding, the facilitating. Like I said, he was my X factor for tonight, and you look at his stat line, all right? He went 8 of 12. Talk about an extremely efficient night. 8 of 12 from the field, gets you 19 points, gets 8 boards, 5 assists. I thought he would get a triple-double tonight because this is the type of game where it's physical and you need to do that. Didn't get that, but it felt like he was doing some stuff of that nature. Guys weren't necessarily knocking down shots. I mean, this team shot 23% from behind the arc. It was brutal for this team. But Josh Hart, just a critical factor yet again, being that ultimate glue guy to keep this thing going. And so while we got to give credit to Brunson in the third quarter, we got to give credit to Josh Hart in the second because he cut this thing down to single digits while he was out there. So Josh Hart definitely needs to get that nod too, man. Yeah,
definitely. And, frustrating night for Hart. He was hitting the deck several times in that first half, especially. And I thought, again, especially with Hart and Towns, when they don't get those calls and they're hitting the deck, and you have this team like the Rockets who 1 through 5, maybe except for when Steven Adams was out on the court, they're a blur. And so it puts more pressure on a Knicks defense that is under more pressure without OG Anunoby and Mitchell Robinson not back yet. So those things really hurt the Knicks, especially in the first half. But as you said, Josh Hart and Brunson just being very resilient there. And then speaking of resiliency, how about Mikal Bridges, man? Mikal Bridges had some big moments in that second half. 22 points from Mikal Bridges, 9 of 18 from the field, 2 of 7 from downtown, 3 boards, 4 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. He had a big block on, was that Thompson or Green? I forgot to write this one down, but he had a big block there in the fourth quarter. And that is what we were needing, man. Like, I just felt like Brunson really setting that tone and those guys rallying behind him to finally meet the intensity and the physicality that the Rockets were bringing all night. This is their style of play. So we could complain about the refs all day, but this was just like the first matchup between these two teams. Mm-hmm. The refs let it go. They let the game play loose. And I just feel like there was finally a point in that second half where the Knicks finally met that intensity. Mikal Bridges being a big part of that. And give credit to him too, man. I mean, Mr. Durable.
Tell me you weren't nervous when he rolled his ankle.
Oh, big time. Sprained his ankle. Came back, got to the free throw line, and finished the game, and was active on the ankle.
Active.
See what happens tomorrow. But hey, good job by Mikal Bridges, man. We needed that effort and performance from him tonight as well. Underdog Fantasy is the place to play if you're a fan looking to cash in on some of your favorite athletes' performances. Available in over 30 states, including New York, California, and Texas. Just call your shot on higher or lower on 2 or more player stats for your chance to win real money. Use our promo code KFTV for up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus a free pick. So download the Underdog Fantasy app today and turn every bucket into a W. Let's keep it going, man. Let's hear from MSG, the MSG report. Our guy STG Nick, Al. STG, how you feeling, man?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Great, man. Great tonight. Yeah.
Pretty good, same. I shot a free throw on the court after the game, but I missed it. CP, I feel the pain, man. I'm getting rushed at the line. I got a routine, man. I can't get in my routine.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I made mine recently, so we're not really in the same boat. I see how you tried to, I'm with you, man. You're not really with me, man. I'm hot right now. STG.
Man, you're hot. Yeah, you must be hot. I mean, maybe the pass from G Money a little low. Like I needed, the waist high pass.
Oh, G Money didn't pass it to you properly, man.
I was a little low, I should have bounced it back.
Nah. We gotta have a talk with G Money, man. You didn't check it properly. Yeah, MSG Security. Come on, G Money, man. Come on, man.
But yeah, no, overall, I thought it was a great game. It was about time I felt like we won one of these games where we've been down majority of the game. We were kind of sluggish for the first little bit. Down about like 10, it felt like consistently throughout the game. And then Captain Clutch doing Captain Clutch things in the fourth quarter, getting to the basket, and also 10 assists too, not just 42 points, 10 assists, playmaking for others. Thought he did a great job in that aspect. Even 6 boards for Brunson, which was nice to see.
Yeah. Starberry said the raise up 3 was a problem. That looked like Steph right there. When Steph used to do those pull up 3s, that one was so fast you couldn't even react to it. It was crazy, bro.
Yeah, that pull up 3 had the guard rocking. To put him up, I believe 118, 114. Yeah, that one was nice.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was great. And then shout out also Mikal Bridges. A little worried when I saw him go down. It was hard to tell what it was, but luckily on the replay, it was just, at least it was the ankle. I thought it was, hamstring or something, but it was just the ankle. Bounced straight back up, went to the line. So happy to see that. Also, I thought this was the first time really all season we saw really like an extended run with Precious and Cat out there. Precious played 34 minutes. I thought did Precious things for the most part. 7 points, 9 rebounds. Still not showing a lot offensively, but I thought he was solid on the boards. Amen Thompson, he's going to be special. I just got to say that really quick. But yeah, you put Precious in the blender and dunked on him. But overall, I definitely thought one of the better ones of the season. Nice to see this team win in different ways. This one was more of a gritted out, grinded win. Again, also one last thing, 46 points in the fourth quarter. This team recently, for the most part of the season, has been one of the lower echelon teams in fourth quarter net rating. And we put up 46 on like the 3rd or 4th best defense in the fourth quarter. So that was great to see without Cat being at his A game and without OG. So, and I still didn't feel like we played amazing offensively, but we still put up 46, 124 on the 3rd best defense. And let's keep it rolling tomorrow.
Yeah, good points. Good points by you, man. To put up that much on that defense, Al, but it speaks to the depth. You don't have OG. You got Cat with a bad game, even though Cat did have 9 points in that fourth. But you still have Brunson. You got Bridges, so they can come at you in waves. Deuce with a clutch 3. They still coming at you. Hart getting the boards and just playing relentless, being the glue guy. That's why we're tough out.
By depth, you mean offensive firepower depth? Right?
Yes.
Like the first 6. Okay.
Yes. Defensively, hey, work in progress. we do need a dog back, and we need Mitchie back. We'll talk about that in just a bit. But yeah, just overall offensive depth for sure.
I mean, just even look at the scoring output until you get to the fourth quarter. 25 in the first for the Knicks, 27 in the second, 26 in the third, and then just a scoring barrage in the fourth. And that's the thing about this team, man, is that it has the offensive firepower just to go out there and go to toe-to-toe with anybody, man. And that's what, this front office vision was. They saw the lack of offensive creativity over the last couple of years, even though it had progressed from, 2 seasons ago when Brunson got here to even last year after the OG trade. They said, you know what, we need more. We need more versatility in just being, unpredictable and who can go out there and go get theirs. And, look, being able to get 46 in the fourth quarter where a lot of that was Jalen Brunson, man, this team is just lethal, man, offensively. Obviously, the defense needs to step up. Defense is so important. I mean, when you go out there against even the Rockets team being able to score, and this is what they're probably thinking of, right? It's like we can play excellent defense, but we also got to be able to make buckets down the stretch.
Yeah.
But that defense has to match up, man, because nights where the Knicks aren't hitting their shots, this could have easily gone the wrong way. And we've seen that. We've seen where the Knicks, lack that offensive firepower because offense can wane. It can come and go. Defense, though, as long as you give 100% effort, it can always be there. Yeah. Always be there. But look, man, in the fourth quarter, I'm just looking at the fourth quarter points. You had 17 from Brunson, 11 from Cat, 7 from Josh Hart, 6 from Bridges. And those are like your top 3. Those are your top 4 scores right there. Obviously, Towns and Brunson leading the way.